Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. Okay, I want you guys to try to guess whose level I am about to play. Go ahead, I'll give you a moment. Dun, 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 dun. And if you have guessed Gold Glee, you are correct. Meowser in the Sky. This will apparently be Gold Glee's first attempt at using Meowser. Alright, let's see how this goes here. 43% clear rate. Oh, we gotta defeat Meowser. By the way, I love the idea of Meowser. I don't know if I've said that, but it is so interesting. For one thing, he is pretty cute as a giant evil cat. For another, it is interesting how he straight up used one of Mario's own power-ups. Okay, I apparently have a couple options here. I could go that way, but first, what's up here? Well, that was quite a long path, and that was a failed jump on my part. Well, we have to find some of these, huh? Yep, I failed. Let's not take that pipe. I'm betting the purpose for the pipe is to return to the locked door. In which case, I kinda wonder why not just have the locked door at the end of this path here, but whatever. Huh. Gotta say, I did not see that coming. So Maddie is pointing out that there was another item that Bowser wound up using, and for those of you watching this at YouTube, I won't exactly say what, but yeah, it is pretty cool. The final battle of Super Mario 3D World, even though it's basically just a chase sequence, is still one of my favorite final battles of all time. Oh, I found Meowser. I forgot how he does that. Here, I thought this was going to be a straightforward fight. Well, a good thing there's an unlimited supply of fire flowers. Also gotta keep an eye on these Goombas. They are an extra hazard here. You know, I'd hate to admit to this, but the reason why I took that fireball to the face is because I was admiring Meowser's fur. Did he fall off? That time I was looking at the chat. And that time I just didn't care. Oop, don't land on me, please. I can't imagine you are very light. You know, for all the fan art there was of Bowsette, I'm surprised I never saw very much fan art of people using the cat bell. I want to see Jeff Goldblum using the cat bell. Anyway, that level was okay. Take a look at this here again. Once again, a large issue comes in the fact that it was kind of flat there. Not a whole lot going on with level layout that when we were dealing with those red coins over the bullies. And again, perhaps maybe could have just had the door at the end of that path instead of using a long pipe back to it. The fight with Meowser was at least decent. Anyway, that is not the only level by Gogly that I have been sent. We're going to go on to another one. By the way, in regards to the Super Crown, you know, that one that appears in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe on Nintendo Switch, I am so glad that that does not appear in Super Mario Maker. Like, am I the only one who finds it creepy that it changes Toadette into a clone of Peach? Anyway, here we go. Pipe Relay, an obstacle course with clear pipes. Not many attempts on it. 40% clear rate. You tag this with speedrun, but the fastest time on this level is 1:40. I feel like that's not actually that speedy. However, this level is already visually interesting. I think you got something here. These Magikoopas so far aren't really a threat. They're kinda spawning in places that are not actually a concern to me. But this is a very interesting layout. Perhaps if there was some way to ensure the Magikoopas were more likely to spawn in front of you, like maybe have the spaces in between the pipes closed up. You know what? I'm just gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna be glad that that's not closed up. Alright, what am I gonna find up here? Right. It wasn't just Meowser who used the cat bell in Super Mario 3D World, it was all sorts of enemies. I hope whatever next Mario game comes out where there are power-ups, Mario enemies do that again. Because that is such a neat concept. And it's only been used twice so far. 3D Land and 3D World. Well, here we go again. He's a little bit smaller this time. Presumably, this means that he'll also have less hit points. Yep. Maybe for that we could have had another Goomba spawner. Because he was actually a lot easier that time. It's too bad he respawns whenever you go through doors. Oh yeah, Stripeback points out that Wario uses power-ups in Super Mario Land 2. That was also a really cool final boss. Not one of my favorites, but it's a classic. Anyway, as I have just indicated, I like that level. That was a good attempt at a level. Let's do popular courses. If I can remember where that is. It's going to be in here. Hot courses. Popular courses. We'll go with popular courses. And we'll go with weekly. And kind of see what happens here. So this has a 26% clear rate. Short and sweet. Well, we'll see about that. Fiend. So don't lose to Thwomp. Oh, I see. Okay, actually a neat idea here. Given its popularity, I do not actually want to attempt a world record with this, because probably a ton of people have already gotten the fastest time possible here. Wait, what? Oh, I could. There were clouds up there I could jump through. If I had level creators come along and request their levels like this one, that would have been pretty dang cool. That was amazing. I can see why that is popular. Wario Land says that this one here is amazing. Well then, I guess I gotta try it. Difficulty, 1 star, middle. That is not middle. And what was the completion rate? 49? So 50-50. Alright, I'll go ahead and do this. Those are giant Goomba's eyes in that picture, I just noticed. Okay, this is already promising. How? How? No, seriously, how? I do not even know how this works. Oh, okay. Wario Land says it's the custom scroll option, taking advantage of the scroll stop feature, where we have this wall and the scrolling just happens to stop where there's a wall. Okay, this is actually going to take some timing here. And you know how I am with timing. Oh boy. Did I mention timing? So far, not so bad. This is actually an amazing idea, though. Okay, that was cool. Oh, and he gives me one. How nice of him. Okay, that is one of the most amazing levels I've ever played. Wildland asking me if I heard the sound effect of Goomba eating a mushroom. I just heard him. It sounded like the regular power-up sound. Okay, so far going for these has certainly been really cool. Another Don't Lose the Thwomp? There's more than one of these? There's apparently a few. Let me kind of scroll through these, though, and see what else we could... Oh, we got a music level. I haven't done very many of those in this playthrough. Let's do this. A remade music level of Super Mario Maker 1. Alright. Wireland says, the illusion is so good, Well, let me pause this before anything happens. Wireland says, the illusion is so good, I saw a YouTuber fall for it. Mario was the one who ate the mushroom, but it really looked like it was the Goomba. Oh, I was actually under the impression that Goombas were able to eat that kind of mushroom. Okay. Oh, let's start over. I thought maybe I wanted to casually hop on Yoshi, but... Man, it's a shame that levels like that can't be longer. Definitely glad Nintendo put in options so you could mark levels as music levels, because stuff like that is actually really neat to me. Okay, let's find a really short one. Let's find a really short one that I could probably actually do. Actually, no, let's go to this. Look closely at the DS. There is an answer on the bottom screen. 67% clear rate, 40-second world record. I should be able to do this in a decent amount of time. Wildland says it's also a shame note blocks can't be in 3D world. Clear pipes would work great with music levels. Okay, so this is actually a really neat idea here. Not to mention making it airship theme allows you to kind of see a little higher and a little lower because of the bobbing motion. So the answer is Luigi? Oh, I see. The Nintendo DS was certainly a neat option, a neat gaming device. Too bad that era of gaming is done. No more dual screening for Nintendo, it seems. Granted, I haven't actually done a whole lot of game playing on DS myself. I own a bunch of games, just... Can I really say that any of them that I own are like super duper amazing? some of them are pretty good. I will say that at least. I certainly love Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Out of curiosity, anybody watching, what are some of your favorite 3DS games, or just regular DS games even? Googly says Mario Kart 7. I don't have that one yet. I'm kind of interested in it. Mainly because it has Calamari Desert remade, and that has a train in it. Maddie Reddy says Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm interested in playing those someday. Oh, that was the end of the level. Alright. Really cool level, though. Alright, that's enough of... Wow, I really am saying that word a lot. Now I'm becoming self-conscious of it. That is a good thing, though. So then, time for me to show off another one of my levels. I've actually been working on a few of them since before. Let's see, I already showed off Incohesive Mountain. I don't think I showed off Super Lazy Brothers. So let me go ahead and show this off. This will be the last level I show off before I go on my next break. So if you want to... I hit the button by accident again. If you want to see it, there's or play it yourself without being spoiled, there's a level code right there. It is an Auto Mario level. So far, the only Auto Mario level I have ever made. This one kind of came to me as an idea, as ideas tend to do, where what if, instead of sending you through a level, the level was brought to you? Surprisingly, only has a 33% clear rate. One would expect an Auto Mario level to have more clears than that. So basically, your only action that you're required is to press up, and then just sit back and relax. And of course I had this casual song for a casual level. So, as you can imagine, this level took a lot of planning, including that was intentional. Kind of make things a little exciting, like, oh no! Perhaps freak the player out and think that the level's broken, and so they leave their spot and screw themselves over. Which could possibly account for the lower completion rating. But I actually had to map everything out how I wanted to do this. I had a little chart where it was divided into segments, and each segment would like have... This segment has a spring that has a thing over it. And eventually, the level ends, go through this door, and inspiration hit, and I decided to have the level even carry you to the castle. Hello, Sato1337. Yes, I do play VR levels. I'm about to take a break from playing VR levels to play a little bit more story mode, but I'll do more VR levels towards the end of the stream. Anyway, let me go ahead... Oh, gosh dang it. Let me go ahead and show off how this level is made exactly. That would be right here. Go to make. So, the level is way over here. I wanted to put it far away from the start and end of the level so that people wouldn't try jumping to it and see it. But here's the level, and here is everything that is run by the level. Kind of see this in action here real quick. Yeah, this definitely took a lot of planning in order to get all of this put together and timed in such a way that it creates a cohesive level that is played for you. Meanwhile, you probably notice at the end of the level there, the P-switch that came out of the block that was going the opposite direction. This was so that people would be having a harder time cheating by going after the P-switch early if they know it is coming. Granted, that is still entirely possible to do. If you know it's coming, you could head over to the left and grab it from over there. In fact, let me go ahead and head back into Course World, see what the record is so far. So far, the record seems to be 1 minute 2 seconds. That is actually slower than my record that I used to clear the level, because I did in fact go after the P-switch early. I actually left a little bit of leeway so that people can get faster than 1 minute. I kind of put that minute there to entice people to try harder, and so far, nobody's done it. Now, Wireland is asking if there was a way to make the level work without making the player enter doors. No. So I wanted the player to go through a door to appear right in the middle of the stage. That way there would be room for things to spawn on the left side of the screen as well as the right. If this was all the way at the start of the level, I wouldn't have been able to have anything spawn over here. So having the player go through a door to enter, or in order to have everything spawn over here, allowed me more room to have stuff spawn, therefore more stuff happening, and the level lasts a little bit longer. Not to mention having room on the left also allowed this invisible block with the P-switch to go on its course until it was time for it to appear in the level. By the way, this interface, they did what they could in order to ensure a good interface for use without a touchscreen, but it is still something that I have yet to get used to, despite playing this and making levels for over a month now. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and head into our second episode break of today's stream, and when we come back, we'll go ahead and finish story mode.